Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to Let's Talk Jet TV for October, guys. As some of you have asked me to do these a bit more regularly. As you can tell, I finally got around to getting all of my hair sheared off. And I've had a show, because I have had an interview, so touch wood, it all going well. For anybody from who my work is watching, it is an internal interview, nothing external, just in case I get myself in trouble there. Don't tell anybody, just mention it to me and I'll explain it at anybody from work who's watching. We have had a few less videos recently. I do apologise. I've been grotty and ill. As you're aware, my dad had an operation last month as well, so we've been dealing with all of that. So I do apologise for that. I'm trying to get back on track. Unfortunately, something is coming up next week, which is going to throw a spanner into the works with that again. I am off to Germany next weekend for PDXCon. I'm going under my own volition. I've not been invited or anything, but I'm going on the more expensive ticket, unfortunately, but because I wanted to see everything and I wanted to chat to the devs and things as well while I'm there, so I will get to hopefully see a lot of shiny, exciting stuff. Potentially going to be under NDA for shiny, exciting stuff, so I'll talk about what I can talk about. I'm not going to talk about anything which is under NDA because it's under NDA. I don't want to piss off Paradox because they're awesome and they give me early access to something big thank you to Paradox. But yeah, so I'm going on Wednesday next week, and I will be back the Monday the week after. Only 3 days of that are the actual con itself, so obviously the Wednesday I'll be getting into my hotel. Thursday is my actual day to explore Berlin, and then the Friday, Saturday and Sunday are the con itself, which is going to be awesome. It's my first con I'm going to as a punter, as a fan. I've been to a couple of cons as a developer, scarily, from when I worked at CIG, Cloud Imperium Games. I went along to CitizenCon and I've helped out on a few things they've done. So I've seen it from the other side, but it's going to be, I imagine everybody does these things very differently. Next year, possibly going to miss out on PDXCon depending on the date and things, because there's also a big con in the UK, Rezzed, which I also wanted to go to see Total War stuff. Next year I'm going to try and make sure I get some time to do that, because it's also about meeting the team, meeting the people who do give me access to this stuff, and just getting to know them and saying hi, basically, to anybody who's watching from them. Hi! But beyond that, we'll get back into the flow. Please throw suggestions for anything you do want me making recordings of. It doesn't have to be Total War. Total War does help. Doesn't have to be Paradox Game. Paradox games do help. They are my main focuses. Total War Warhammer 2 is my main game at the moment. As time goes on, I am going to try and diverge more, guys, simply because being a one-trick pony isn't good for the survival of the channel. And to be fair, woe forbid I get bored of it if I play it too. I don't want to burn myself out on Total War Warhammer. I mean, you can tell I've got a lovely little background here, which isn't Total War Warhammer. That's Three Kingdoms at the moment. Needs updating, actually. Other things this year, I'm going to look at rebranding again. Now I've got up to 2,000 subs, so ideas, suggestions for that, because I honestly do not have a clue what I want my branding to be. Nice, clean, simple, not quite as bright as my current branding. While it's really good, it was cheaper to get done. The person who did it was fantastic for the cost of it. But I think I'm going to, I mean, I've had a chat with Havoc when I'm ready to go for it. But something we will be looking at in a lot more, I want to look at in a lot more depth and have a big think about before I do it. I'm going to be putting a bit more money into getting my branding really on point for that. Remiss of me, every month I talk about one thing, Patreon, guys. Now, Patreon and YouTube subscribers and just generally watching my videos, everybody who subscribes to my videos, you are all awesome. As far as I'm concerned, you're all awesome. If you can potentially afford to, guys, subscribing on Patreon or through the YouTuber subscribes button, if you can find where they've hidden it this week, Really does help the channel. I'm never going to give you anything extra because of that, but anything which goes in through those things will be funneled directly back into the channel, improving this room, getting me a better pair of microphones. These are quite nice. They're actually only 30 quid, but they don't actually have particularly high loud sound, so I'm going to have them cranked up fully all the time. They're nice, they're good quality, but I could use better ones. You know, at some point I'm going to need to upgrade my PC. I need to get a door which isn't so terrible there, but you know, silly little things which will help make the whole experience for you guys and for me better, and that is the point of Patreon as far as I am concerned. Also, if you have any ideas for merch, because I do have a merch store, I don't really use it, but if you have any ideas for things which you'd be interested in, or if you think people would buy with my lovely brand on it, just say. Other than that, guys, that is all of my blaring on for this thing. I do have a script, honest. It's there on my screen. It's basically 4 notes saying talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, because I don't really do scripts, as you've probably guessed from the random crap I talk about in my videos. That is also something I do need to teach myself to do, and I also do need to talk about things I need to teach myself to do, and funds like that would be useful, is actually doing properly edited sort of review videos and things, something I really need to teach myself to do as well. Other than that, guys, that is everything for today, so big thank you for watching. As always, you're all awesome. Thank you.